Hey guys, okay, I'm working on a 2006 Chevrolet 2500 HD with the 6.0 LQ4 motor. Okay, I don't want to bore you with a lot of details because you've probably already went on a ton of sites. Okay, last winter I rebuilt the top end, put a bigger cam in it, and a new oil pump, new lifters, because of the tear down. So new water pump, make a list. What I should have done was replace the cam bearings, and I didn't. But long story short, the top end went fine, no problems. My oil pressure went back up with the new oil pump, no problems. Here it is a year later. Oil pressure went down. Read all these sites, watched these videos on YouTube. None of you are wrong. It can be a number of different things, but what I'm here to tell you is it could be the oil pump. It could be the O-ring on the oil pump. Main crank bearings, main rod bearings are less likely to be it, but don't overlook them. I did change mine this time, did all of that, put the motor back together, still had low oil pressure. Pulled the motor. Cam bearings were bad. So the guy who said cam bearing happened to him, well, it happened to me. Because stock cam bearings on these motors are rolled cam bearings. So if there's any excessive heat, they'll expand, contract, blah, 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 and break that little heat weld that's on them. So if you get to the point to where you're pulling the heads and stuff, pull the block. Go ahead and pull it then like I should have done and replace those cam bearings. Okay? And then also there's an oil galley plug on the back side of the block. It's not on the front, it's on the back. Change that. It's something simple that while the motor's apart, you want to change it. Change all your seals, all your gaskets, head bolts. Some of the other bolts, you can use them over again. Just make sure you lube them up. But I'm just here to tell you my experience and what happened and where I'm at. I'm at the point right now that I'm rebuilding the motor in my building, and it can be done. I mean, you don't need a fancy shop and lifts and what have you. I'm telling you, the easiest way to pull the block out of that truck, excuse me, is pull the intake, pull the heads, get it out. It's much easier that way than trying to pull the whole motor out and banging it around on your vehicle. Okay, so I hope this is helpful. Like I said, everybody who posted stuff that happened to them, it can be that. It can be the retainer on the cam because it's got that O-ring on it. It can be that. It can be a ton of things. But I'm saying if you pull the heads on your block to do new lifters, pull the block. Change those cam bearings. My third cam bearing on mine was chewed up, was barely hanging in there. That was my low oil pressure problem. I mean, it went from 24 pounds down to 3 at idle. Okay? Thank you. Hope y'all enjoyed this video.